This is the Daily Rant. I'm your host, Saj Tamiz. Welcome to the show where we talk about the bigger, more deeper questions like what type of hair gel does Rishi Sunak use in order to keep that perfect John Major look? No, seriously, I'm asking for a friend. Or how can someone be racist, sexist, incite violence, and instead of being punished, they're rewarded by getting their money back, all £10 million of it? With the golden era of Boris over, Liz Truss momentarily keeping the seat warm for the billionaire Dark Knight who was supposed to save Gotham, we got this Joker. Some people are saying that Rishi Sunak is out of touch with the common folk and cannot relate to their financial struggles, to which Rishi responded, I can't believe that people have the audacity to say this, especially as last month, due to the economical climate, I was forced to sell my Lamborghini and now I'm only left with a Bentley and an Aston Martin. My life doesn't even feel like my life anymore. We all go through hard times and I am no exception. I am sure we can all relate. There is speculation of an inside Tori mutiny plot to overthrow Rishi Sunak. And while most people are welcoming the change of someone who is absolutely obsessed with money, others are concerned that the new candidate has money written all over her. The NHS crumbling, the cost of living at an all-time high, more people than ever using food banks in the UK, and sewage flowing into our rivers and seas are just a few of the problems that we're facing in the UK. And yet, the most highly investigated thing in the UK, and perhaps across the entire globe, is why the Princess of Wales had her family portrait photoshopped. Many are arguing that Photoshop is part and parcel of our life these days. Everyone photoshops their photos. I know people personally who Photoshop their passport photo in order to impress the person who will be verifying their identification at an airport. They literally risk everything for the sake of vanity. And yet we're complaining about the Princess of Wales photoshopping an image that will go across the entire world. But conspiracy theories continue to swamp every corner of the internet with more and more ridiculous ideas. Some people have gone as far as to say that this will be the next wonder of the world, just like the pyramids and peanut butter. But you gotta laugh at these things, because if you don't laugh, you'll end up crying. And let's face it, with the cost of tissues and toilet rolls in the UK, no one can really afford to cry. I mean, face it, if you had to choose between wiping your tears or wiping your backside, I think it's time to take some of these concerns up with our local MP, Wishy Washy Snacks. Welcome, Wishy. Do you agree that the disparity in the UK is a growing concern?
Disparity, a great difference, lack of similarity or equality, inequality.
No, I wasn't asking what disparity meant. Okay, never mind. Do you believe that the poverty crisis in the UK is a growing concern?
Well, this is the thing. Poverty is a horrible thing. I mean, even on the way to the studio today, I saw a man on the pavement begging for money. It was something I found incredibly hard to get past.
Yes, I'd agree that it is incredibly hard to watch homeless people suffering.
No, I mean he was blocking the entire pavement and it was hard to get past. So anyway, I crossed the road and walked onto the other side, but to make the entire ordeal that much worse, the other side had puddles and now my Calvin Klein socks are wet. I mean, I'm literally sitting here talking to you in wet socks. I mean, inconsiderate, doesn't I tell you?
Right. So what do you think needs to be done in order to tackle this problem?
Well, it's kind of like what my grandfather used to say. If you want to tackle a serious problem, you must get it at its core.
Your grandfather seemed like a very intelligent person. So what are you proposing?
Well, I mean, poor people seem to be the problem. So we get rid of the problem by getting rid of poor people.
You mean get rid of poverty?
I think you know what I mean. I mean, they don't contribute anything to the world we live in, and really we could just do without the inconvenience. I mean, just look at my bloody socks.
Surely you don't mean get rid of, get rid of?
Oh God, no. That would be terrible. No, I mean, just close the food banks, increase the cost of living, get rid of the benefits, create new fines, that sort of thing.
Yes, but aren't you already doing all of that?
Well, that's a bloody trick question. I don't know why I'm here talking to you, Saj. I knew I should have just gone to the Piers Morgan show instead.
In other news, cancel culture has reached new heights with videos of the late Sean Connery making derogatory comments about women circulating the internet in order to get him cancelled. Has no one told these people that he's dead? You can't get more cancelled than dead. No, I mean, really, are they expecting like an apology? According to an article by Sarah Graham, GPs are sitting at home because they're unable to get work because GP surgeries are employing pharmacists and physios. That might explain why you can't get a GP appointment these days. It might be worth finding their home addresses and just contacting them at home. OpenAI's new AGI robot has analysed the world and deemed it chaotic and unfit. Its solution? Press Ctrl-Alt-Delete. Well, that's something to look forward to. Until next time, goodbye for now.